Hello, and welcome back to a Total War Warhammer 3 campaign. I'm Tiny Rick. We left off after a couple battles with Archaon the Everchosen. We've pushed him back into the Challenge Stone. He's stood back up these Norscan tribes that I'll have to go through and demolish again. And then he had a secondary army coming through. Veritas was in the direction of the Valeri, or maybe this different passage, but has force marched back to the Challenge Stone to reinforce Archaon because he's taken a pretty good beating so far from Grimgor. And in Grimgor's level tree, this campaign skill that I mentioned at the beginning enables lightning strike battles when reinforcements are present. And it takes the 3 points to get there, instead of using the 3 points for the mob boss for my upkeep. And this is why. So, just Grimgor moving to Archaon. It's outside the settlement. With Archaon, Veritas is close enough to reinforce him. And the settlement garrison is close enough to reinforce him. So that's a pretty large enemy force, and I really don't want to, fight all of them at the same time. But I'll hit this lightning strike battle here, and that army that's in the settlement and that the settlement garrison won't have time to reinforce Archaon before the battle commences. So it leaves them excluded from the battle, just the rest of Archaon. And I didn't move my secondary orc army up because vice versa. On my end, it's just Grimgor's army, so it matches one army to one army. And with these numbers that Archaon's got left, I am so sure that we've got this one handled. And with Grimgor having Gitsnik, we also did our quest battle on that previous episode for Gitsnik. Okay. Winds of Magic. I've got a chamois. So we're going to take these two black orcs and leave them out, and that way they don't take any more damage. These are still full sets of black orcs. He's got the Immortals banner. Put it in the middle, next to Grimgor. I'll give them a little bit of space, because they'll stand really well on their own. See, now with those 3 blue rings, and the chamois also has an area of influence. Now all of that area is inspired. Ready to bash. Giant up here. There are boys. The war flows in me. We're gonna push them to us because we've got artillery. We've got Chaos Warhounds here, Chaos Warhounds, Marauders, Chaos Trolls Armored. These are those flying knights. Knights of Immolation. So there's Spear and Shield Infantry. Halberd and Shield. Here's the Chaos Sorcerer. And Archaon riding his Chaos Steed. Casting spells. And more Chaos Trolls. Trying to get around us there. Let's fight! Show us the enemy! Kill inside! Attack the kids! Biggest, brutalist
Gonna cast spells.
A lot of things that get started here. We're gonna focus those guys. Send that Hex on our Chaos, that way he does less melee attack and moves a little bit slower. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Gig Snick. Those 4 boys in there.
Come on then. Simon.
What are these 4 boys doing? Got those Chaos Warhounds routing. They're fast though, so hopefully we can chase them down and get them off the map, get them off the field.
Moving fast. Warboss don't fail. More boy biggins. Peace won't war.
They're breaking, they're breaking. Now I have to finish off our Chaos.
That's him. Ready. Let's get him. On Grimgor.
Enemy Lord is wounded, so our Chaos is off the field. Not a whole bunch of, not a huge amount of losses there. You know, some Black Orcs did get taken out by those Chaos Trolls. Chaos Sorcerer did more damage. Cast a lot of spells that I didn't get to peek at it. Black Orcs did 101 kills. Must have got into those Marauders. Orc boy biguns. They're zooming around the map. They're quick. With Archaon being wounded, he won't come back for at least a turn. I don't know how long it takes for him to come back. And this army that they've brought down is force marched. Got the Hammer of Gork, Goblin Rock Lobbers, very nice. Goblin Wolf Chariots.
This better involve fighting.
We are going to go ahead and get those Goblin Rock Lobbers. Well, maybe not. That's okay. Now I've got room for them whenever I claim this province.
Denied.
Oh man, just a broader spam there.
This is my land. Start the war.
Whenever I fought for the Challenge Stone, and I didn't have walls. But this one says that I have to siege the settlement. Which I'm sure I can still take the settlement. I mean, a lot of this stuff can't even fit on the walls, so I'll be able to at least get on the walls. If I can get my arrow boys up on the walls, then I can rain down on all these large units. What are those? Villainous Thunderguff. These are the best of the best Chaos Giants. But they're force march on this turn, so if I wait another turn, then they're going to start with their vigor, you know, so they're already tired. Like Gaussbag 2 minutes to get into the battle, so yeah. I'm sure Grimgor's got this one. Those Black Orcs, it takes them a bit of time to get to the walls, but once they get to them and start climbing up them, they got one set of Marauders, they got some Chaos Warriors here. Those are a bit better. These Forsaken can go on top of the walls. But, other than that, they've only got, unless they're going to put all of their lords on the walls as well. So just my Black Orcs alone outnumber what they can offer, you know, on the walls. And then what I'll do for the gates is the Giant, my Immortals, Grimgor, and both Orc bosses, and then the Shami will be right behind the gate. But we'll be able to hit that brain buster and pretty much blow a hole in their infantry line and get that giant in there to start whacking them around and opening it up for Grimgor and the orc bosses to get some kills. Magic. Giant. Goblin rock lobbers. Doom divers. These orc boys. If we get into the city and we push off the gate enough where they can actually run in and start to run around the city, you know, they'll be pretty good.
We're the green tide.
We'll have to get into the city.
Grimgor.
Alright, got 1, 2, 3 here. Hit both of those towers for sure.
This is it.
And 2 over here. Shammy. Alright, looks good.
Who can we stand?
Ready to kill.
Simon. Running. Moving fast.
Moving. Where's the scrap?
Back ox.
For more. Bring it.
Nice bit of scrapping.
The war is here. Our voice.
Turn
Listen.
fire wheel off while we're on the downside of the walls. We'll get them moving up. How's that gate doing? Down 2,000 points. Kid Snake is huge. Look at that big battle axe. Alright, we'll turn the Doom Divers off. Let's wrap the gates there. Don't want to hit the giant. Maybe did a little bit there. Go ahead and hit that healing potion for Grimgor before we get in here. You can hit those Chaos Chariots. Turn the guard mode on. If they get out of range, you don't have to move.
This is it.
Here we go. Show us the enemy. Where's the scrap?
Knock, knock. Doors open. Going in. Going in. Going up the ladders. Going up ladders. Going up ladders.
Oh, smell fear.
Here we go. Giant. Both big bosses on that one. We'll match. Oh, don't run now. No, sir. Hold up. Just want to say hey.
Please move lower. Moving fast. Fashion.
Pop a brain buster on those Chaos Warriors.
Suppose.
Reinforcements have arrived. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, wow, that was a good shot. Wow.
Let's do this. Our boys. Right then.
Alright, boys, get up there. Grimgor's whooping that sorcerer. This Chaos Giant, pretty good class. Oh, big headbutt there. That was cool. Ooh, gut shot. Oh, got one back at him. Sorcerer is done for. Oh, he's running. Thought he finished him off. Those Chaos Warriors are done. Black Orcs are taking care of business there. Now that these big.
Moving fast.
You guys have any enemies up here that you're fighting? You do. Okay. Fight those Marauders. Get that Exalted Hero.
blast with spells.
The Brain Buster available. Here, we'll hit that Forsaken. Oh. Oh no, my giant. Oh. Chaos Giant's gonna beat me. Oh man.
I'm the meanest.
See if we can get out of there. Oh. There he goes. That's unfortunate.
Black is the new green. Come on then. Error boys. For gold.
Now that I've got those Orc Arrow boys up on the top of the walls, we'll get that troll taken care of, or that giant taken care of, rather.
The Black Hawks will win. On Grimgor.
It does Forsaken again with the Brain Buster. Green skin magic.
The Black Hawks will win. Smash up. Slaughter. Come on in, boys. Biggest ruin is
Their giant is done for.
Watcha! Come, boys! Now! Ready!
Oh, I forgot to turn Fire at Will back on. For those Arrow boys.
Black Oaks will win! Blood! Check out me weapons! Wherever there's a fight! Attack! Such unholy resilience!
So now they're just rallying, retreating. Oh man,
Face me!
these Arrow boys are getting hit by that tower there. Got fixed up. They moved over.
Yeah! Say my name! Say my name! Moving fast!
Fresh set of Chaos Warriors. Wonder if they get to spawn in units. Building defenses still.
Black Oaks rule! Please one more! Arrow boys! The immortals are ready! Shifty! On the bus!
Yeah, one set of Chaos Warriors is even 100 units of Chaos Warriors is no match for Grimgor.
Let's go! Get chopping!
Okay, so the longer I sit and wait, I've got to move into the siege and take these places, or they're just going to keep coming at me. That's interesting.
The What is here?
Fresh unit of Chaos Spawn.
Ready to kill. Come on then. Face on war. Shifting. This ain't proper fighting. Here we go. Listen, sir.
Man. Poor giant. Had a good run.
I'm the best. Show us the enemy. I smell fear. Running. I'm gonna stop him. Moving fast. Run, boys. Black Hawks rule. Moving fast. Run, boys. Oh, boy, big one.
Now we can get these big uns in here.
Say my name! Say my name! Time for slaughtering! Ready to kill! Black Hawks rolled! Let's get 'em! Choppers ready! We're the green tide! Ready?
There it is. Those orc boar boys are coming in. Just had to walk a little bit further in to get that victory. That was a really cool giant battle. You know, got some good headbutts back and forth. 307 kills for those immortals. Yes, 30,000 damage. They were in the gate. Grimgor's got 173 kills on his own. Absolutely whacked them. Orc bosses took a bit of damage. They were also in there trying to fight that giant. We'll just occupy it. Hopefully they left what I had in there. Killed multiple of their lords or leaders. Execute captives after battle multiple times.
This better involve fighting.
Yeah, they demolished everything. That's okay. Get it rebuilt a little bit here.
This is my land.
Glove or Gog's bag. Actually come back
I like it.
this direction just in case they want to push to the Valeri or... Oh, I've got Ardra Full of Teeth over here as well.
Send me to bow.
I've about got this tidied up and then Grimgor's gonna send it north.
Yeah, what? Ready?
Got 3 levels on them. Those battles. Defeated Archaon and took the settlement. We're gonna get the boys. Got those Orc era boys. Base missile damage, and then we're gonna do riders. Get those cav another speed boost and a charge bonus. We'll get those 4 boy biggins. We're going 94 now. I get that next buff, and I'm gonna be faster than Chaos Warhounds with these guys. Orc boss got another level up. They got 3 levels up as well. We're gonna Continue with crack some heads. Get that leadership aura size, and then we're gonna go with guard veteran. And now we get a buff says smash them faster. So it replaces get back here, and it does leadership and melee attack buff. And this work boss has 2 levels. Back on your feet, and boss of the field. So now we'll replenish faster, and again have a 20% cost or vigor loss reduction. They fight harder for longer. Ooh, Shaman has 4 skill points. We'll do another 2 points in Brain Buster and Headbutt. That way it'll does a large explosion area. Does a greater armor piercing explosion damage. Wicked. And then Headbutt, a tear shaped attack. Wicked. We're gonna recruit units of renown. Get that Hammer of Gork. Go with our Doom Divers. Crimson Killers. These are the best of the best Black Orcs. And I'm going to replace these Crimson Killers with that Immortals banner. Then I'll get that Broken Tusk Mob for Orc Boar, Boy Biguns. And then there's a Spider Queen. Garrison Lord not moved, building upgrade, unassigned skill point for Gauze-Bag. They showed up to battle.
Gork, send me to battle.
Lunar Ravager.
You Gork, what you want? Now's the time.
We're just going to stand these up just in case they want to push this way. We've got armies to actually go in there and chase them down multiply, because I don't want to leave any of these armies standing. Then Grimgor's going to push back to Dragon's Death and Floating Mountain. Then we're going into Gallows Tree and the plains of Zambajin. See what our provinces need. Path to the east can get an upgrade. Absolutely. Get those Doom Diver catapults. We'll go ahead and beef our defenses there, because we've got the treasury for it. What else? Where else? Ember Peak and the Vale of Titans, they could both use an upgrade to get defenses. We can get Orc Arrow Boys further in the south as well. These are okay. They all have defenses. Simple stuff there. Firemouth has got a upgrade. Can do a Watchtower, and then same thing. Orc Arrow Boys there. Titan's Notch could use some defenses. We'll get that one on the next turn. Yeah, this result with the Warhost of Apocalypse was very agreeable. I was much more worried about the damage that they could have dealt, but the way that they build their armies is just not the way that I would build them. I'm a huge infantry fan. I like to have stacks of infantry instead of giant creatures, because giant creatures can get focused, so you don't want them to get focused by missiles. And then once I get into the dwarves, once I get into the elves, they're both really missile heavy. I'm going to be out missiled there, so I might even take one Arrow Boys out to get more infantry. We're going to improve the omens for sure. Dark omens abroad. It looks like they've amassed their armies here into one. Or they're hiding somewhere. Gonna retreat. I'm wondering where that other army went. There it is. We're just gonna go ahead and let the auto resolve do this one. Not huge losses, acceptable. An enchanted shield. I'm gonna chase down Mellowfex Balefire.
What you want?
25 for Grimgor. Finish up Riders. Fast are we now? 96. So that is 1 point over Chaos Warhouse.
No, Scott. Get some.
Orc Big Boss. Armed to the teeth. So now they're all a little bit better against large opponents.
Ready?
We can actually disband you. Disband you. We'll invest in our settlements again. Valeria can go ahead and get its third settlement. Because the corruption in this province, and they're growing in size. I see them down here as well. So if they decide that they want to push my way, I want to have something that could at least batter a wave.
Ready for murdering.
And I don't want to raid in this province because then it's going to cause more disruption. How much of it? I get replenishment. That's not bad. That's acceptable. $26. I get those Crimson Killers and Broken Tusk Mob. I'll have to get rid of one of these Orc Boy Biggins, and that way I can replace them with that Broken Tusk Mob. Of course, they're worth it. Alright. I didn't.
Don't think that 'cause you're an orc, I'm happy to see.
No thanks on that non-aggression pact. I didn't see where that Chaos Army went. Oh, we gained a Warboar, huh? These guys traveling through my lands again. I don't know what their intentions are.
Let's go.
Get you back on your feet here. And actually, the chamois, I'll go ahead and leave you on a Warboar. You don't actually fight too well. These orc bosses, though, they're black orcs, just like Grimgor, just a little bit smaller.
Refused.
Get going.
There it is. Running back north.
Here we go.
They're allied.
Gork's fist.
Just have Grimgor stood up currently. What our settlements need. Yeah, this one gives me a campaign movement range, plus 15 for own army starting their turn in this region. That way, once I need to move across my settlements quickly, and this one gives income from battle loot, faction ride, income of raiding all armies. Yeah, so this raid and stashes, that's a good investment for a smaller settlement. And then we'll keep up the horde. Yeah, I guess I could have spent that a little bit better, but I don't feel like I'm gonna lose the Valeri, and I really would like some control on it, and while I've got it that big, I might as well fill it. These are just a
No.
marauder spam, so they'll back off because Grimgor's getting too close, I'm sure. War weary. But now it's got some negative growth. That's okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
Kill
take
them
Dragon's Death
all.
with all those marauders in it. From the plainest infantry, not exactly really impressive, so these black orcs are about to get a good smashing. They sally out to fight me on the field. And again, I'll be able to pressure them into me because I have now 2 sets of artillery having those hammers of Gork. Magic at 20s to start is acceptable. I don't like that I'm on a downhill slope like that. But it's kind of a funnel.
Ready.
The immortals in the
Black Ox.
middle there.
The war is here. The war is here.
I think I'll just be able to
Black
fit
Orcs will win.
3 in here at a time.
Jumpers ready.
Do a second row of 3. See if we can spread these out a little bit.
Ready to bash. Black Orcs roll. Free speed. Black Orcs roll.
See if we can kind of offset these guys.
Peace on war.
Orc Biggins will be able to handle any kind of flanking that they may try to do.
Mark what's that?
Grimgor,
Watch.
Shammy,
Biggest.
Big Boss.
Ready. Biggest. Brutally
Another Big
stalk.
Boss. And it's go time.
Suppose.
What do they got? They got just an insane amount of marauders. They don't have any cav, I think. Hunters, yeah. There's some marauder horsemen. 1 set of marauder horsemen. Hit those marauder hunters because they deal a lot of damage to armor. And these marauders, black orcs will be able to cut them down. They're gonna try and nope, they're bringing those back. Just gonna draw these guys back a little bit. Oops.
Shifting. Come on, boys. Ah! Show us the enemy!
Here's that headbutt. Could have been a little bit better placed.
Oh boy, Biggins! Chopper's hat! Chopper's ready! Moving fast!
They've abandoned the flank here. Maybe one.
Shifting!
Grimgor's just chasing that unit down.
Oh boy, Biggins!
Gonna cycle charge those guys. Look at that third unit over here.
The big war! On Grimgor! Attack the kids!
Yeah.
Oh boy, Biggins! Let's go! Get ready to Where's the scrap? Here we go!
Get out to ready!
Chopper's ready! Black Hawks! Rabbits! Smash up! Whoa! I smell fear!
Our master desert us!
I'm the best! Time to get mean!
We'll be back!
Oh man.
This is not
Got one hit on that leader. Oh, maybe two.
our master desert us!
Yeah, they just had a lot of numbers because they have recently been stood back up. Wow. 218 kills, 296 kills, 287 kills. Yeah, so those are the black orcs that were standing in the front, just catching the waves of marauders. And with the hammer of Gork now, that that's another 4 catapults. That's double the artillery we had previously, and it slaps. I think it does more damage than the Doom Divers, but it's just less accurate. Oh, I have a lot of treasury. I don't want to. Again, destroy the Dolgan. Get rid of this and build defenses there.
Get some!
Now we can get back here. Orc Big Boss. Now we're just gonna dial in on your abilities. Do our defensive buffs first, and then we'll get into the melee attack and weapon strength. And we'll do that devastating charge. We got a get back here perk. Shaman also got a level, and we're gonna get actually we're gonna get the last point in Ed butt there, and that way it does more damage. Now I can get the Crimson Killers.
This better involve fighting. Yeah, on to it.
And Broken Tusk Mob. We'll go ahead and put saddles and Broken Tusk Mob. Make them just as fast. We're gonna. On the next battle, we'll have to change that banner. Once we get them jagged weapons, now those will be the Immortals. What our settlements need. Do these here. There's defenses up in the south. Defenses to Titan's Notch and beef up its pile of shinies. We'll give settlement growth there. Looks good. What's our technology looking like currently? Good. Beyond counting. We could do toothy weapons. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do toothy weapons and get those perks, and then we'll go back to beyond counting. Just to get it finished up, and then Sharon is Karen, and then bigger and better bosses. Wonder how the dwarves are doing. Those are doing better than I am. But I just have one standing army, and that way I can build my settlements. No technology researched. Now we can go back to this beyond counting. And then whenever I get another 50, I'll hit that pointier rock so I can get it out of the way and I don't have to worry about my scrap. And I'll have some other things I can upgrade so I can put my scrap into my Blackworks.
Gork's fist.
Get some defenses going in Dragon's Death.
What you want?
Got a raiding camp going
Moving.
in the floating mountain. I don't think I can make it all the way there.
Yeah, what? This better lead to war.
Oh,
Now's the time.
those orcs are pushing back there, and these ogres are fighting those ogres. That's a big score. That's why they haven't been trying to invade me. And then once I land over here for these greenskins, I'm gonna hunt down their leader and I'm gonna force them to confederate with me. And then again with these greenskins, I'm gonna hunt them down and force them to confederate with me. Once I start pushing towards the dwarves, we're all gonna go chase the stunties down. Blood Peak a size bigger. Then we'll get Ice Spewer, its third upgrade. Gained a trait, Freebooter.
Bloody dead things. Why are we even talking to them?
Declared war on me. Oh, you're in the southeast. Okay. Time to stand up a second. We'll get you moved in just a second there, Grimgor. Guys,
Helman Ghost.
Yes!
that button.
Darkness calls.
You're on the other side of those ogre kingdoms. And Grand Cathay. Well, those puppets of misfortune are really closing the gap there. I think those are going to be my next. Oh yeah. Okay, time to start building a border then. Grab Vale of the Titans seems to be a good place to start.
What you want? Come on!
We'll go ahead and get our Orc boys from that global recruitment. Orc Arab boys. Got Orc boys there. And then in 2 turns, I should have enough to get these Goblin Rock Lobbers. And it'll be a legit second army that I'll stand up here. How else can those Chaos walk into my lands? Be the Valeri. So I'll have to stand up an army here. We'll do like Granite Spikes. I'll do it in Blizzard Peak, and that way I can just recruit straight from the province, not have to do global. There's a mountain range here in the middle, but I think this UT peak is not going to be subjected to puppets of misrule. Greenskins to the west. Yeah, looks good. And thanks for joining me on this Warhammer 3 Greenskins campaign. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.